Dude, we spent the whole thing and we didn't talk about the fair cop dude, Harry Miller. We'll have to talk about it on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll do
This
that
is a
on
big deal,
Thursday.
this.
It is a big deal, apart from the fact that the judge was very careful not to step on too many toes when he let him
Yes.
go. I didn't quite get the bollocks out and give it the big one, sadly. But he's all right. That's what matters. He's all right. So we'll talk about that on Thursday.
Talk about it on Thursday. Definitely a step in the right direction.
I'll definitely fix that on Thursday. 100%.
Test
100%.
test the boundaries of these new police guidelines that are going to be coming.
I went to check YouTube before because I'm not looked, and he said you submitted your appeal for monetization on the 10th of January.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you within a month. It's the 18th of February.
Yeah, that's what they do now. That's what they do. Rather than they just leave you in, don't you? Still under review, apparently. It's amazing how they've not got round to us yet. They got round to us so quickly the first time. It was amazing. And then you're definitely at the back of the queue, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Oh, we were right at the front of the queue for getting it taken off us.
You're right, by the way. You're right, Fat Belly. Even after he won the case, the BBC said it was transphobic comments,
Yeah.
even though the case ruled he wasn't being transphobic. And again, people go, well, the BBC does piss off both sides, so it's obviously doing its job right. And it's like, well, yeah, but it's not, though, is it? There's very much a sort of semi-woke bias there, isn't there? Where they're going, well, he was being transphobic and he got away with it. That's framing.
You know, that reminds me, when I did that, just because we've all got anecdotes that we've all told 20 times before, when I gave that talk in Copenhagen, and I showed a video, and I was just to show how easily people could be manipulated. This was a room full of professors and journalists and things. It was the Flandorg massacre video of American soldiers shooting people getting out of a car. And I gave them three options. I think was, the Americans brutally murdering innocent civilians, blah, blah, or terrorists. And a lot of them chose murdering innocent civilians. So a little later on in the talk, I told them, actually, these guys were all armed. They were going to commit a terrorist attack. Then after that, I showed them a clip showing them armed. At the end of the talk, I said, are there any questions? And one woman raised her hand and said, about that video where the American soldiers shot those civilians. The people convinced themselves, and that's what the BBC did. Never mind that I told them this wasn't the case, that I showed them this wasn't the case. The truth is decided very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And it's always, the truth is always the thing you like the most.
But this is why it's very, very important that this Harry Miller thing carries on, because currently there's 76,000 people in this country who have got non-crime hate incidents attached to their name, which comes up on a CRB check, which is fucking insane.
How do you find out if you've got those? I need to have a look.
I don't know. I guess I don't know how you do it without actually doing the check.
Not
that
that anyone will ever be CRB checking me, but it's not the point.
I mean, you can check yourself. I think
you get more than one?
You actually kind of do check yourself anyway.
How many can you get?
I don't know.
Because I'd like to get a few.
I'd kind of like to have one, because I used to have to do it because of I was working with vulnerable people. I'd like to get one now to see if, because someone could have just phoned the police, called me racist, and then it's like, oh, hate incident there, non-crime.
I would love to.
I wouldn't even know.
How many videos we got on our YouTube channel now? And I've got many thousands of tweets. I would love to find out there's like 200 of these fucking things on my record. I'd ask for a printout.
Yeah, well, that's what he did. He asked for a printout. They said there's 30 of them, and he said, show me, and they never showed him. They never showed him the 30 tweets. Even when it went to court, they didn't display them, and it's like, well, that's what you put my name down on. That was the basis.
How can you do that?
Because
saying that, I'm asking. You know what we went through with the police? It's all fucking
I
difficult.
know, but it all goes back to the training. It's what they learn now, because you've got these fucking unconscious bias, intersexual knobheads giving training, and it's becoming policy. And people who just used to give out flyers at the train station have now got 100,000 followers on Twitter. So the government's getting them in to make policy so that they then say on Twitter, this is great policy, and it's the whole thing is a hollow mess, and they are literally all the police are doing are following the training, but it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. You need to get sort of not don't get diversity out of the police. Of course, the police needs to be diverse, but get diversity training out of the police. It's insane. It doesn't
Also,
work.
it's very attractive to the police given their budget cuts,
Yeah.
which are ridiculous.
Well,
It's it's very attractive for them to go after soft targets that can boost the figures.
Of course, and they just do what they do. I was trying so hard to explain this to someone who was just holding on to this hate crime. Hate crimes are going up. Hate crimes are going up, and it's like, yeah, because the police are investing millions into advertising hate crimes. They're recording them for dog shit.
See, I hear this a lot, after Brexit and that bullshit fucking leaflet that was posted that someone said was stuck on a door in flats, and I still believe that society in this country is more tolerant, understanding and welcoming now than at any point in the past. And it continues apace. Because now we got to the point where we have to stretch the laws of hate to find hateful people.
Yeah.
We have to constantly redefine it to the point where it's any kind of discussion. It's like I was told I wasn't allowed to discuss the transition and erase people's lives. It's like I can't erase people's lives. If I could, I might, but I can't. I'm just giving my... Well, no one cares about your opinion. Well, clearly it's fucking bothering you. It's just an opinion. Ignore it. Mute me. Why you should be cancelled now. Just mute me. Just don't listen to me. It's like that Nick Fuentes.
Oh, yeah. Awful.
I got shit from some guy in America who calls himself a comedian because I I think Nick Fuentes is an absolute bellend. And I do.
He is.
He's a shocking bellend. But I don't believe he should have been banned.
No, not at all.
And not only that, I don't know what it achieves. Now, some people on left argued with me about what it achieves. And of course, it achieves nothing. Look, InfoWars, that did nothing but good for Alex Jones.
Yeah.
But this comedian in America had a pop at me because I called him a bellend, but they said I didn't defend the band somehow. Basically, I think I shat on his man crush a little bit. But it's weird, like, you just can't win. Because the people on the right are like, how dare you not agree with him?
How do you say his second name? Is it Nick
Fuentes?
Nick Fuentes. He came into existence and gained popularity because of censorship, because you got rid of the likes of Alex Jones. He filled that gap. His main selling point is like, we're not going to self-censor anymore. We're not shutting up anymore. That's literally why he's popular. And these sort of crazy far leftists that are like, oh, there's a victory. We've got rid of Tommy Robinson now. There's another bigot gone. And it's like, you don't realize you're just creating him, and he's worse and he's more extreme. And he's everything that you perceived about the old person.
Well, we've just seen a comment. He's he's good. He's banned from YouTube. This is from Train Bomb. He's not mainstream anymore and can't brainwash 12-year-olds. And how many 12-year-olds do you think actually watch Nick Fuentes? How many, in the real world where we all live, how many 12-year-olds do you honestly believe would watch Nick Fuentes on a platform that also has unboxing videos and fucking retards with blue hair playing computer games?
But this is exactly it. I think you're demonstrating exactly what I'm saying, Train Bomb. Nick being gone doesn't mean it stopped. Someone else will slide right in his place.
Cup of Tea is just pointing out that kids prefer watching alleged sexual predators like Onision. I didn't know who he was until that Chris Hansen thing kicked off. Because that Josh Pescatore, who used to work with Keemstar, followed me. I followed him back. And occasionally he's explained to me what the young people do on YouTube. This Onision is one creepy motherfucker. But somehow we're happier that some fucking Fruit Loop that mostly appealed to people far older than him, okay, and he did, was somehow 12-year-olds are safe. Because that's what 12-year-olds do on YouTube, Graham. They go and look for white supremacists to watch.
Well, here's the thing, man. Just all the thing about YouTube rabbit holes, it's all been debunked. YouTube does not radicalize people. It
But,
just it
but
isn't a thing at
not
all.
only that, there's one really important thing. There'll always be the odd exception, some kid raised in a house where
Of
it's
course.
acceptable and all that. Overall, what 12-year-old would stumble onto one of his videos and go, shit, this is good, he's right.
The thing is though, man, that the same even if he did, right, even if he did, and he's there going because he's a Holocaust denier, aren't they? That's one of his big things, and he's quite persuasive with it. When you watch,
He's just another scumbag Holocaust denier, they're all the same.
he is, but you know what? All the same people that were enjoying that and going, "Oh, that's a reasonable point." Now they're just going to go on the same thing, and the same guy who's saying the exact same ideas is going. He's going to say, "This is why they banned Nick.
Yep.
They don't want you to hear the truth." That's what they're going to be saying.
That's it.
And
Look
it
who you can't
reinforces
talk
it and it
about.
solidifies it. Yeah,
Of
you
course it
can't
does.
talk about this. They're trying to keep the truth down,
Every
and
time.
all it does is legitimize it.
Every single
It's
time. If they're
insane.
banning me, I must be telling the truth. So
Because
I don't agree with the ban, but like I say, that's put me in a predicament because, as usual, I've got the people on the right or the far right. Let's not mince words here. The real far right saying I'm a fucking idiot for calling him a bellend, even though I don't support his banning. And the people on the left or the far left saying we agree that he's a bellend, but how can you not support his banning? It's just ridiculous. Everything's fucking mental, and you have to like everyone likes, and ban everyone doesn't, and you can't win unless
yeah,
you
you can't.
adopt one of these extreme, ridiculously extreme personalities for yourself.
But you're putting me in a position now where I'm having to defend an arsehole, where I'm having
Yeah,
to defend an absolute scumbag, a scumbag that screamed at a pregnant woman in the street. Did you see that video that with him, Ben
yeah.
Shapiro?
The man's a
And fair
fucking
enough, him,
idiot.
him and Ben have got beef and all that. But don't walk up to him with a gang of fucking people. You can fuck off,
I
mate.
mean,
He's a scumbag.
I do get. You have to have rules on sites, and sometimes they might not be ones you agree with personally, but it's a business, and it has to run as such. I get it. But what bothers me is the inconsistency now, because they're all saying, there is no bias against Conservatives, we can prove it and all that. But do you know what? There is. And it's there, and we see it all the time. You don't see Antifa getting banned because they're doing their shit for the right reasons.
Yeah, get the odd ones PayPal or whatever because when they specifically express violent intent. Sometimes maybe they just to sort of try and make it seem like they're getting
But look
everywhere,
at
but they
Twitter. Look
generally
what they
leave them
get
going.
away with on there. Doxing. The same where people kill turfs, kill this one, kill that. They all get away with it, but you misgender someone, oof, you're fucked.
Yeah, that's the thing. As if there isn't fucking anti-conservative bias. What about the misgendering rule? Full stop.
Yeah.
And you're right, man. All this fucking fuck men, fuck turfs. Oh, he must be a white guy then. Whoa, all this coming from white people and all this bullshit that's just fine. And you know what? Good, let it be there.
How
It's
come
when
one
they
of them, when we
start
see him,
allowing some and not the others.
but when
It's
we see him on
insane.
Twitter, I'll shove my lady dick down your throat.
Oh, the
And
fucking
I can't help thinking, if a
horrible.
man said that to a woman, the
Oh,
outpouring of, rightly, the
yeah.
outrage would be huge.
It gets no. If you're a conservative woman or a conservative black man, it's just like I hope you
Oh,
get
it's disgraceful.
raped. Fuck you, you coon, all that stuff. It's just horrible,
Smoke
man.
Steve has just asked, would you guys accept him on Trigger? You mean Nick Fuente? I don't know. Accept? Would I
What,
talk?
like an interview?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, I don't think he would. But yeah,
I'd talk to him all day and night. But accept him? No. Talk to him? Yeah. And I wouldn't just sit there calling him names, because what's the point in that? I might do it a little bit at the end.
fucking.
Graham wouldn't call him any names. Graham would be there going, "You're so right. You're so right."
You're so funny, Nick. Oh, you just so it's just so cute the way you just where did you learn to be like this?
You hide your racism so well.
Where did you get that suit? You look gorgeous, I've got to tell you.
Is that your dad's suit, Nick? Is that your dad's suit? Happy Dog says Lady Dick is the best dick.
Probably, yeah. Probably. I mean, it depends on your perspective, doesn't it?
I
At
don't
least,
have a massive, I don't have a massive basis of comparison there, to be honest with you.
at least you know, it might not have a big airy beer belly above it. You know, if you had to go down there, you might want a pair of boobs to look
Just
up at
to soften the blow.
to soften the blow. Yeah, the
Blind,
nice bit of girly perfume, shaved legs.
Blind Fury says you have to talk to people you hate. I'll have almost anybody on the show. I say almost because there are a few people I wouldn't, not because so it's just because I wouldn't trust myself to be in any way, shape, or form reasonable with them, and therefore, why would they come on? And it doesn't look good for us if I just, as soon as someone says hello, I just fucking tear into them and, but I'd give it a shot. I'd even have one of those pedos off Twitter on the show, but I can't imagine them wanting to go on webcam. Strangely enough,
No,
not with me and Graham anyway.
I'm trying to get
Maybe with the kids.
A Labour dude in for an interview. Actually, in fact, no, I won't even talk about it because it might fall through. But he was. I was talking to him the other day, like face to face, and he seemed interested. He seemed okay with it.
I got an ex MP to agree. He used to be
no, well, this is an activist, very very. But he's a clever guy. That's why I want him because he's actually clever and he's not just. It's not just going to be like empty nonsense. He's actually.
Oh, don't worry. I'll if I'm there for that, I'll try my best to turn it into really fucking empty nonsense.
I mean, he's not a dirty socialist.
Because my first question will be, why do you hate the Jews? What's the fucking problem with the Jews? And I'm not a socialist. You're just a fucking luxury communist.
Here we are. You're not a socialist, but
you're a luxury communist. That's what you are.
Private ownership of anything is just terrifying. Terrifying concept, isn't it?
I'm just not a fucking idiot.
Heaven forbid I go out in the world on my own.
Dude, I've been self-employed for most of my life.
Of course you have.
Yeah. Hang on, you fucking know I have, dickhead.